In Craft, we have tooling that allows us to define assets and transactions that transact on those assets. This allows us to track various things like design flows, usage of IP and tools and PDKs and so forth. And we do those using tooling that allows us to create different interfaces and different ways of interfacing with the blockchain. In this demo, we show the graphical UI that allows us to create an Ethereum smart contract through the use of a simple UI that allows us to model our business processes or the design flow, editing or processing or whatever we want to do within the Craft project. So I have a smart contract here, and if I look at the graph of the smart contract, all I have is I have a method called create design flow, which operates on a design flow. So what I can do is I can extend that. And the way I extend that is just click this plus button here and say I wanted to add a method to update design flow, which operates on a flow. I can add a parameter to include the signer. The signer would be a string, and then we could also add the date that was added. And that would be a very simple method to update design flow. It just basically allows somebody to sign the updated, so you can identify who updated the design flow and update the date that it was updated. Can you see that this updated design flow, the method I've just created right now, has automatically generated an update design flow method in the smart contract, and it's also updated the graph to reflect the new transaction that acts upon the flow. In this way, we can build up smart contracts that really create complex scenarios, and let's show you one of those. So one of the complex scenarios that we created using this tool is a way to track containers. And you can see that in this example, we have 3 different assets. We have a container, we have a lock that is attached to a container, and we have a manifest that defines what's in the container. And this is a much more complicated smart contract, which is generated automatically based on the properties that we set for each of these assets on this side. And if you look at the graph of that, you can see the complex relationship. So you have a container that consists of assets, a lock and manifest, and then it also consists of transactions like arrived, departed, received, and idle. And those sub-assets also contain transactions such as locked, unlocked, and tampered, and the manifest, saved, manifest. So in this way, we can create very complicated smart contracts, and we can develop them in a matter of minutes and auto-generate the smart contract that is deployed on Ethereum. And then we can also use that smart contract to also generate an API for the back end for interfacing with this code. And that makes it very easy for us to basically generate new scenarios and new ways of using the blockchain within the Craft Vault project.